My name is Julian DeLaslo.
How did I start doing this? Well, it's a long story. Before this, I played guitar, and I still do to this day. I started guitar at 5 years old. I started 4th grade at my school. They were like, why doesn't he pick up the double bass? And it was something I really, really fell in love with. I was in the orchestra at my middle school. All the funding from the music program that was developed for like 40 years went to volleyball. So I really started working hard, doing 2 hours a day in high school. And I got in a Manhattan School of Music pre-college program with some scholarship. On Saturdays from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 p.m., I was, playing for my pre-college program, then working really hard. I got into here and Manhattan School of Music and a few others.
If the double bass was a woman, do you think that she'd be the right woman for you?
I would say so. I could be with her 3 hours a day, every day. And the thing is, I don't get tired of it.
Of her?
Of her. Yeah, exactly. Of her. And the thing is that, I've never heard of a relationship where two people never, ever, ever get tired of one another. But this thing I never get tired of. And, and I can keep playing and keep playing, keep working on it. And it gets better. And the thing is that, but this doesn't get worse. It just gets better. Usually on average anymore, I would say around, it could be 2 hours and 30 minutes a day, 3 hours a day. If I have rehearsal, and that's usually an extra 3 hours, it could be 6.5 hours a day. I remember during my auditions for Manhattan School of Music and Juilliard and all that, in terms of the bass world, you had the principals of the New York Philharmonic sitting right there watching you. So it was very, very, very scary. And yeah, I would get very, very nervous. I either thought about, play well or die.
Play well or die.
Is there tension, between you and, the bass?
What do you mean? What tension?
How do you walk around or, even play it, at different facilities?
It's a process. I have to, sometimes carry a stool and...
Do you want me to open, the door for you?
Yeah. And then somebody's got to grab my music.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, I also need the music stand.
Oh, you need the stand?
Yeah.
Fuck. Wow. Dude, that was fucked. That was amazing. Do you think there's a sort of love you have with your instrument?
It's hard to understand because it's not the same love that necessarily I would have for a woman. Well, I mean, this piece of wood that I own is crafted at a factory. I mean, I have one that is handmade. But this one has a lot of meaning to me, even through first learning the instrument all the way till now. It's gotten me here. It's gotten me to a lot of places. So that's kind of what I think about it, or as something that grows with me, which is quite rare if you think about it. Most things don't grow with you. No, I'll never give it up. Unless, both my hands are gone, I would still find a way to play it. If both my legs were gone, I would still find a way to play it. Well, at that point, I don't know.
What if both your legs and your arms are gone?
Well, it means so much to me that, I would, no matter what, I would still find some sort of way to be able to play it.
Is there a negative stereotype around kids who play an instrument or play in a band, and how do you respond to that?
Yes and no. I feel like it's kind of dwindling. That there is, in some ways, a sense of pretentiousness that people seem to think about. You have to have good lessons, and you have to have all this. Yeah, yes. What?
How many people have you met that play the double bass?
Well, the double bass community is quite small. I've collaborated and connected with bassists in as far away as California, New England territory. I've collaborated here. Very few times I've ever met a bassist that I genuinely did not like. Because instead of competing, they want to collaborate. And instead of competing, they want to harvest. Even other bassists who have been difficult before, who I know personally, which makes them a little bit more difficult in my mind. I've never really met a mean viola player. I bet they exist. Cellos, I've met sort of cocky cello players. I haven't met a lot of mean violinists. Actually, I'm really good friends with the violinists right now in my quintet group, which I hope you guys, check out at some point. We talked with each other and we decided to form a quintet group, which is 5 musicians. What we're playing now is we're playing the Schubert-Trout Quintet, and we're going to keep on going, keep on playing quintets, and we're going to try to get some work here in the city.
Why should I be interested in the double bass? Why should anyone be interested in the double bass?
There is very little orchestra because we are the rhythmic backbone of the orchestra, of all the sections. And I think that the reason why you should be interested on it is the amount of work it takes to play one. It is a very physical instrument, and it's not something that you'll often see all the time up front. Really focus on what you're passionate about and really take it to the next level.
Thank you for the interview, bro. I appreciate it.